plaintiff, Tony Worsham, says he grew up in a religious household. And as a result, he had to keep his gay lifestyle a secret until he was 40 years old. Tony claims he hired the defendant to be the photographer at his 50th birthday party. But Tony was unhappy with the photos, so he's suing. Defendant Clinton McCoy was physically and sexually abused as a child. And as a result, he joined a gang and started selling drugs. Clinton claims 16 years ago, he left all of that behind and became an entrepreneur. And he's countersuing Tony today for unpaid wages.
Start with you.
So, just so you know, I wanted to explain why this half-a-century birthday was so important to me. I've overcome a lot of obstacles in my life. As a young person, my family is in Atlanta. They're very religious, really strict. We could barely do anything, let alone come out as a black gay man. That was not going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. So that was a huge, big deal. So to sort of hide that lifestyle, I had to like go out secretly, different little clubs, date random people, just on the low, the whole DL lifestyle, if you want to look at it.
Till what age?
Oh, I came out at like 40 to my family.
That's when your family,
right?
You believe that's when your family first knew.
Right, and I'm glad you said that because most people were like, "Well, we were waiting on you."
So, correct.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Science says that it's biological for the most part, and therefore, if it's biological, your parents see your biology when you're growing up. They can tell. Yeah. All right, I don't know, folks think they're surprising their parents and their loved ones. Not really.
Nah, I got that a lot.
They say, oh, please, what you thought we thought. But anyhow, how did they respond then?
Positive.
All right, because they already knew.
A couple of random aunts and uncles that didn't want to accept me, and I was like, okay, you'll be all right. I kind of moved on, but
they can tell. All right, I don't know, folks think they're surprising their parents and their loved ones. Not really.
I got that a lot.
They say, oh, please, what you thought we thought.
Defendant Clinton McCoy was hired to be the photographer for the plaintiff's 50th birthday party. But the plaintiff was unhappy with his services, so he's suing.
So I'm glad that you came out, and I'm glad you had an intelligent family that embraced love despite what they feel, and they didn't discriminate against you like many people do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I learned though early on, before I actually came out, that once you tell your mother or your father, whatever, then everybody else can just kick rocks.
There you go.
So that's kind of what really happened. When I told my mom, she was like, okay, well, I love you regardless. So that was really, really emotional and touching for me. I waited to say my dad for last because I didn't know how that reaction would be, and I knew I was going to like ball out and lose it. But then he said, well, just like I tell your brothers and your sisters, whatever you be, just be great at it. And that's all. He's pretty silly like me, so yeah.
That's right.
That's what he said, so.
All right, and you want to give me some background?
Yes, sir. My name is Clinton M. McCoy. I met Tony about 2 years ago. He invited me to an empowerment conference. And they aligned with me based on what I had to go through. Sexual abuse, physical abuse as a child, which led to about the age of 15, I ended up having a break. And I got expelled from school in the 9th grade, homeless. I started using cocaine at 15. And over the next 15 years, I was in and out of the system, being incarcerated multiple times, just a self-destructive path, basically trying to prove to myself that I'm not weak and I'm not a victim. At about the age 30, 31, I'm going to say, God showed me a revelation of the potential that I had instead of thinking that I was going to be dead by 30, because my dream goals was to go out like a G.
But you were really punked out.
Really punked out.
You were punked out.
And I had to admit to myself, incarcerated my last time, sitting there, have to admit that, Clint, based on your potential, you're a loser.
Yeah.
I ended up walking away from the game. I don't know if they might know, the drug game. At that time, I had 6 figures. This was about 2007.
I talk about the game enough for them to know.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I walked away with 6 figures that I had. To 2.5 years later, I was negative broke, and I was pushing a push lawnmower out the back of my truck with 3 child supports that I was paying. But at the same time, I started investing in myself, invested in my personal development, started my nonprofit, Ex-Offenders of Excellence, to help ex-offenders, at-risk children and their family members be able to, what I say is break the chains of your past. It's more of a hard love thing, is if you want something, you have to go out there and make it.
Correct. You got to go past those obstacles and stop allowing others to stop you. There's always going to be some obstacles, and you're so tough. You out here on the corner.
Yeah.
You got a gun. Talking about you the man. Got your chest stuck out. But then you punk out when it comes to real society.
Yes.
You stay in the hood. You're scared to leave. So that's a psychology I'm glad you brought.
Yes.
Brought up. All right, and the refund you're suing him for what?
I hired Clinton to be my photographer at my 50th birthday party. And I was going to use his Airbnb, but it just some other things came about. We didn't use his Airbnb. But I was like, okay, well, he's grown as a photographer, I'm assuming, because I'm seeing all these postings on Instagram and all these photos. So I thought he had grown up into a better photographer or a great photographer. I asked him how much he was going to charge me to do my party, which was basically from 9 to 12. Clearly, I'm not going to be there at 9. I'm the star of the party. I mean, it's my birthday. I got there
$2 grand.
Yeah.
Way $2 grand. Way $2 grand. I got there like 11, but it wasn't my fault.
Why do you want your money back? What
I
happened?
want money back because I had to go collecting videos and photos from friends and family that were there to put together a reel. I have a video of what he sent me.
Well, he was supposed to provide what?
Videos and photography. A 30-second.
Okay, take pictures there and take a video.
Right.
What did he fail to do?
They weren't good. They were just bad.
Okay.
I mean,
and
I
what-
could do that if I wanted. If I wanted to.
How long
party.
after seeing it did you tell him they were that bad?
Oh, immediately.
Okay.
I was texting them the night of.
All
He
right, what was
sending
his
me pictures.
response?
He thought that he was doing a great job. Let him tell it. Can I give these to you
Yes.
to look at?
What is it?
Please.
The pictures?
Yeah. Because here's the thing, Judge. You can't turn people around. It's a party, and there's like people's backs of their heads. Nobody wishing me shout out, happy birthday shout outs. That's the back of some woman's head.
Yeah.
There's also a video where he missed the bottle service where, you know, that's the biggest part of the party. I paid mad money for those bottles.
What is this, sir? What is this? What is this? Immediately you told him you were unsatisfied. This is the video?
Yeah, I'm like,
All
move
right,
over,
let's see
dude.
the
Come over
video.
here, get these shots. I mean, so look at her bottle.
This is stuff he said I missed.
Oh, you got that later tonight, because
He
I
said I
never
missed
saw
this.
this. You didn't send me this.
You told me to delete it.
Random.
That's of the crowd.
That's it?
Okay.
I asked him how much he was going to charge me to do my party, which was basically from 9 to 12. Clearly, I'm not going to be there at 9. I'm the star of the party. I mean, it's my birthday. I got
You
there.
$2 grand.
Yeah.
Way $2 grand. Way $2 grand.
Defendant Clinton McCoy was hired to be the photographer for the plaintiff's 50th birthday party. But the plaintiff was unhappy with his services, so he's suing.
That's it though, really?
Apparently, he has a.
You stopped him?
I didn't stop that man from doing nothing. I was too
He
drunk.
stopped you,
What are you
sir.
supposed-
He had, what's that?
Okay, so
I don't want it.
This is what my granddaddy used to tell me. There's 3 sides to every story.
Oh, Jesus.
His side, my side, and what actually
the
happened. And the lie. I'm glad I got all this stuff on text. So, he asked me to come do his birthday party. I informed him ahead of time. I had an event prior to that with Stedman, 10-hour event. I had another event with a state representative the day after, but I would squeeze him in as a friend that I would do a favor for. He asked me,
Oh,
what
you
can I do
coming
for
here
the
big
free?
timing me now. Let's
Just
not
since- just
start
since it was the
name
truth.
dropping, please.
Just since it
Let's
was
not
the truth.
do that. You don't want to do that with me.
Can we talk
dry
about the quality?
boasting? That's what you call it. It's
Dry-
called dry boasting. You did everybody else's party, so when you talk to him about his, tell me what happened.
I was providing context, but so what happened is I get to his party, he tells me, he asked me, can I do it? I said, I'll do it for you. I can do it from 9 to 12. I get there at about 8:40, I text him, where you're at. Tells me he's not gonna be there. I wait till about 11, that's when people start to actually showing up. As soon as he gets there, he's making demands. Hey, I need you to send me photos to my phone ASAP from the party. I'm like, whoa. I'm trying to video, I'm photoing, it's dark, and I told him, look, This is not going to be edited stuff that I'm sending straight from my camera. I also took, there's 88 other photos, and see, he's never seen these. He never saw these.
Why?
He never gave me the opportunity. He
How
wanted
did he stop you from giving him the opportunity?
he wanted everything. This was Friday night. He asked me, where's the stuff? This was Sunday. I told him, give me 7 days. He sent me a text.
Was that part of an agreement of something?
Absolutely not. I have no idea what this man's talking about.
Okay, it was your understanding that you got 7 days to do it?
Per my shooting policy, I have 10.
Okay,
I told
do you
him
have
that
that policy
yes.
today?
I would have him. And I
Did
actually
you
sent.
receive a
Yeah,
policy?
I was going to say it'd be nice if I had it. I never saw
Okay,
it.
here goes a link and the
Did
text
he receive
messages.
the policy?
Yes.
You said you have a text that shows that
Yes.
he knew of the policy.
Here you go, right here. He asked me for, let me try to get the first one. Let me see. Do you think, right here, this is the first one to go from there?
Where it talks about the policy,
Yes,
where he
where I
admits to
told him.
knowing the policy. All right. When do you think you'll be able to start sending me my stuff? I started last night. Yep, I got those. You sent the same pics a few times. Let me check my email. I got some different ones. When do you think I can get those deliverables by Sunday? And how long after the event was Sunday? I don't know.
It would have been 6 days.
6 days. You told him you'd have it in 6 days.
Yes.
You say, huh? Today? He says, you are kidding, correct? Unless you want them unedited. No, I'm not. Just email me all the usable unedited video and still pics, sir. No worries. Definitely not next Sunday, bruh. That would be hilarious. He says to you, to get him next Sunday, he says would be hilarious,
yes.
let alone agreeing to the policy. Show me something that indicates he knew of your 10-day policy. You said, here you go, judge. These texts prove it. It doesn't even mention your policy. Do you have one that says 10-day policy and he acknowledges?
Let me get it out of here.
Yeah, the game didn't run out with you, Doc.
Oh, yeah.
I know the game backwards and
Yeah.
forwards.
Yeah. Whatever he's looking for doesn't exist.
You have
Number
it,
one.
sir?
I have inside these full text messages I'm trying to go through where I spoke to him and I sent him this Google Drive link right here.
10 days, sir. Does it
That
mention
has the-
10-day policy? That's what
Yes.
we're talking about. It
I-
does, yet
hold
you're
on.
unable to produce it. You told me yes before and handed me papers that said nothing. That's perpetrating a fraud. Handing a judge documents saying it says one thing and it says no such thing. And for that, a person's case is always dismissed, as is yours. Put your hand down
Judge,
unless you're reading
listen,
10 days.
I don't-
Have a good day.
Thank you,
Judgment
Judge.
for
Thank
the
you.
plaintiff.
Nice. If you had photos that were better than what you sent me that night, texting me, you should have sent them because at least I wouldn't be where we are today. I wouldn't have never texted you to give me $50 back on my money because you had better photos, but you sent crap. If someone asks you for their product, send the best thing that you have so that they're happy.
You never gave me the opportunity to deliver you the other photos.
I stopped you from emailing?
Yes.
Plaintiff Neil Billingsley rented a room in the defendant's home after answering her ad on Craigslist. Neil claims they got along even though they are complete opposites, but Neil's suing her today for a security deposit. Defendant Octavia Savage says after Neil moved in, she found out he was on probation, and then she discovered he had relapsed and was using crack, even though that was against the house rules. She's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Your Honor, I moved in to Octavia's house. We connected through Craigslist. And we had an agreement, we signed an agreement, we chatted ahead
What was
of time.
the agreement?
The agreement was that I would pay $1,000 per month. And I paid a $1,000 deposit. And we had an agreement on the time frame when I would move out.
What was that?
August 1st,
Moving in when?
October 1st, I believe.
Defendant Octavia Savage rented a room in her home to the plaintiff, and she claims after he moved in, he started using crack.
How was it living there?
We we got along. We were seemingly opposites, as you can tell. Sort of like,
I can't tell.
well, Octavia's old school Oakland. I call myself a new age hippie. It's
Okay.
kind of challenging to explain my lifestyle. It's very complicated. Some people refer to me as the white Michael Jackson. I do crazy dance. I have this crazy dance that I do, and I sing. And you know, I was hoping we would get along.
How do you earn a living? You do that for a living?
I do what I do for a living is a bit complicated.
I'm told I'm pretty smart. I believe I can figure it out.
No, it's complicated to explain, Your Honor.
Oh, it's complicated for you.
That's correct.
Go ahead.
I work festivals seasonally from March through October.
Now, what's complicated about that?
Oh, that's not complicated.
That's right. Well, who can't understand that?
Most people, most people seem to have trouble understanding my lifestyle.
You have fun, amusing folks. You're a fun-loving guy.
I am.
Right.
I'm a good person. And so
look
is
like
Octavia.
you might like to take your blow every now and then. You getting high?
I am not. I'm
Not right now.
At the moment.
At the moment.
Last night.
At the moment. All right, sir.
But we did get along, and we did have fun. She fixed me things, and I tried to help as much as I could with Octavia. She's a bit challenging woman to
Now, what's her deal? Is it complicated to explain her?
We were complicated human beings, Your Honor, don't you think?
I have no idea. You give me her complications. Tell me what's
I love
complicated
Octavia,
about her.
you know, and I feel, honestly, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all taking her to court.
All right, let me hear from you, ma'am.
Okay, Your Honor. I put an ad because I rent rooms, and he answered the ad. However, in this ad, it says that there's no drugs. This is a drug-free place. I ran a drug treatment program, so I didn't want to deal with that anymore. So when he answered this ad and he relapsed on me, I asked him he had to move. I could not do that. He proceeded to tell me, Octavia, I promise you I'll not do this, and you know, so I kept trying to.
So I hit it right on the head.
Yeah. So.
What type of drugs?
Crack. And he did it 4 times. He ended up telling me because we were pretty close.
Did he go into rehab, or do you know?
No, I tried to get him to go into a program. I had a program, and I told him, I'm not running a program no more. I'm just renting rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out the business, and I'm not doing that anymore. I told him that.
But you had a 3/4 house?
I had 5 houses.
5 3/4 house?
Yes. I had
just
men
stop.
and
That's
women.
pretty.
Yeah, it's a good business financially, but
And
you know,
it's
I'm
helpful
just
to people.
draining. Yeah, I was just draining because I was kind of like running all over the place. So yeah.
I bought my childhood home. It had become an eyesore in Detroit. I bought it, rehabbed it, and converted it into a 3/4 house. Moved 5 people in there, recovering drug addicts. Okay. And unfortunately, one person related to me, by the way, turned it out. And everybody in there started using crack again. And somebody didn't pay. And ultimately, they burned the house down. And killed my good friend who was overseeing the home.
Oh, wow.
He had just come from collecting their checks. You know, you get the checks and deposit it so you can provide for them.
Exactly.
So at the end of the block, somebody came, killed him, and took the cash and the checks. Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And burned the house down.
That's awful.
You from Oakland?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, this is Detroit.
It's a little different in Detroit.
Not
they
a
burned
whole
it down.
lot.
huh?
Oakland is the
Pretty
Detroit
tough.
of the West
They pretty tough. Yeah, they pretty.
Am I right?
Yeah, they are.
You've heard that before.
Right,
That's right. So a tough town. You're a recovering drug addict, sir?
I would refer to myself as in recovery.
Okay.
I'll always be. I know that now.
Have you ever been to rehab or in a meeting?
I've been to, I would say, 2 formal rehabs, but again,
When's the last one?
May I say, am I allowed to be open?
Yeah, that's what I want you to be.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I did distribute psychedelics for a living. I'm retired now, and psychedelics have helped me stay away from bad drugs. I'm not just saying that, I'm telling you, I'm being honest with you. And MDMA and ketamine have helped me stay away from smoking that ugly substance.
I thought that was like a sex drug, right? A feel-good sex drug?
That's what
Ecstasy?
Ecstasy, generally speaking, when people say ecstasy, they're referring to the pressed pill. Generally speaking, when people say Molly, they're referring to the powder. They're both MDMA.
Defendant Octavia Savage rented a room in her home to the plaintiff, and she claims after he moved in, he started using crack.
What keeps you away? What is a good deterrent from crack for you? What's a good substitute?
Everything I've learned. I came out west here to be a part of the, I've told Octavia this, to be part of the New Age thing in general and Burning Man specifically. Have you heard of Burning Man? The festival that happens once a year.
Right.
and it's 2 hours north of Reno in the middle of the desert. And for 1 week, it's the 4th largest city in Nevada. The first 5 years I went, I just partied. I didn't get it. And then I started to dig in. I became a part of a camp, and I realized that what it is, it's all about learning to manage your what I refer to as herbs, unhealthy, unproductive, repetitive behaviors. I'm going to write a book. I should write a book. I need to write a book. I should. And
Sorry. What's the difference in feeling and effect of crack cocaine versus Molly?
They're like polar opposites. Crack cocaine is like, it's a separate, it's a...
Right. And so Molly?
Molly is a...
It's a feel-good drug, right?
It's a relatively...
It makes you hug and touch and want to be
That's
huggy
correct.
and touchy, right?
It's an empathogen and a stimulant. And it lasts 3 to 5 hours. It's used in couples therapy. And I use it, I'm not making this up. I'm going to start crying, just let it go. I've used it a number of times to come off of
Crack?
Smoking. I don't say that word anymore because it causes me unrest. Smoking.
I think you might need to embrace the word because I think that's a deterrent.
I did also, and I've talked about it to the nth degree, and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
You sound like you're doing what you can, sir. I'm gonna leave you alone. If that's your strategy, sounds like you don't want to do crack. You're doing everything you can not to do crack. I'm not gonna call you crackhead. I'm gonna call you doing everything you can not to be a crackhead.
Thank you. And I did.
So, all right, we're gonna leave it there, sir.
And I admit I did relapse and I missed a month's rent, but I repaid the deposit and I moved out on time. I did everything I possibly could. Agreed, Octavia?
Do not agree.
Let me read. I cleaned the place. It was clean when I left. I did do some damage. I figure it's about $100 worth of damage.
How'd you figure? What's your figure? Where do you get your figures from? What type of damage was it, sir?
I was pushing a sofa and my backside went through the sheetrock. And my butt's really small, so it was only small, you know. So I figured about $100 worth of butt damage, you know. That's.
What do you say, ma'am?
We prorated his rent, which he moved out on the 10th, 8/10, and that was $322. The damages was $553, and I gave him back $125.
Did she?
May I ask?
Yes.
Where did you arrive at $553?
Well, you didn't hit your butt there because I have a picture of that, and I'll show you that you didn't put your butt there.
A picture of his butt. Nobody want to see that.
Well, I'm just saying.
You keep that
I'm gonna show you the
picture.
damages. This
Oh,
is
the
on the
damage
ground.
is from
the
his
damage.
butt.
This is all the furniture that he picked up off the
Could
street.
you imagine what his butt looked like?
Well, this is too low. He couldn't have been down on there. That's
I'll
not
leave my-
possible.
leave
That's
this
not
job
possible.
if I had to
but
see
he left
that.
a lot of stuff
It'd be the
on
last
my, in
day
my
y'all would
place.
see me.
I asked him to stop picking up stuff
I'm
off
gonna
the
quit
street.
just imagining it.
Some people think my butt is cute, by the way, just for the record.
Defendant Octavia Savage rented a room in her home to the plaintiff, and she claims after he moved in, he started using crack.
What's your counterclaim, ma'am? What's your counterclaim?
My counterclaim is for emotional distress.
You got it. You got that. Tell me though. I'm sure you're gonna win it based on what I'm dealt with here.
That he answered the ad that it's a drug-free facility, and I'm going to give you that ad right here. And he had women coming to my house all late at night, coming in. He was making a lot of noise, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It was just crazy.
That's
and
not
then he
accurate.
also was very combative with me. He didn't inform me that he was on probation. He had the probation people come to my house. I did not know he was on probation. I would have never rented to him. They came and was going to jump over my fence to find him. And I told them, no, you can't come on my property. And then he had his PO call me, and he basically cried and begged me. You know, he cries very easily. And he told me, please, Octavia, I need this place. I won't do it. I won't do this. I won't do that. I said, come on, Jesse, I'm going to go ahead and trust you on this. I didn't know he was the crack thing. I didn't know he did that. So I just assumed, okay, he just have a probation situation. A few months later, he relapsed. And that's when I said, I can't do this no more. You gotta go. I'm not running the program.
And sir, 125 is all I hear that is in dispute because she has given me evidence that the damage you caused would be $553. $775, I'm going to grant you 0 of it. You caused damage to the property, and the only real issue is the amount of damage. You think the damage is $100. You have absolutely no way of knowing. You just throw a number out. She provides me of evidence that it's $553, and your claim is granted, ma'am, as a emotional distress. He knowingly moved in as a drug addict. You knew you didn't want one there because you knew how stressful it was.
Exactly.
And he lied and then came in and caused extreme stress as a result. Your claim is dismissed. Judgment for the counterclaimant for emotional distress. Have a good
Your
day.
Honor. Thank you. Jesse, I wish you well. I just pray that everything goes well for you. I do.
She lied at the scene. She's lying now. And I still love you. You lied. You misrepresented yourself and you misrepresented the case. But I have compassion for you.
Okay, Jesse.